This is Palm Spring, not Palm Springs. Palm Spring. It's an old stagecoach stop built by the early pioneers, most of them who were looking for gold. And it reminds us about how tough it was way back when. You get to it by going on a near four-wheel drive road, full of ruts and sometimes deep sand. Country road, take me home to a place where I belong. My problem is, I always want to see where every road goes. And once I get there, well, I want to see where the next one goes. For some reason, the BLM doesn't want you to camp near the spring that no one comes to. I always walk the last 150 yards in just because the road is pretty well grown over. Spring is really grown over. You can hardly see, but you can get to it. Make sure there aren't any snakes around. And there's the spring. It looks pretty stagnant, but it must have some water source because it wouldn't be that full if it didn't. So what the sign says is, here was a palm-studded desert resting place, 1826 to 1866, for Mexican pioneers, mountain men, the Army of the West, Mormon Battalion Boundary Commission, Fort 49ers, Railway Survey, Butterfield, Overland Mail Stage, and California Legion. It was the site of the Butterfield Stage Station, built in 1858 by Warren Hall. California Registered Historical Landmark, placed by California State Park Commission in 1958, so this has been out here for a while. It's too bad they let the spring go like this. A couple of people could come out and cut the weeds and make access to the spring if they wanted to. I don't know why they couldn't. I'm parked down the road there. The sign says, clusters of desert palms like these have been a welcome sight for centuries, luring a cavalcade of migrating humanity with promise of shade and water. Even the people who think we should remember these old places have forgotten about this one. Travelers along the southern immigrant routes learned that palms meant rest and water. Pioneers from Mexico, adventurers, Mexican War and Civil War soldiers, government and railroad surveyors, 49ers rushing to become rich, and immigrants seeking the California dream all relied on these rare water sources. This is a place almost no one comes. The road in will rattle you to the bone, and there is some deep sand at times. For my route coming in, it was a fairly easy traverse. Last year at the same time, the sand was really deep and very dangerous. But if you want to see some history, if you want to see how the old-timers did it, come to see Palm Spring.